Next, I will discuss about the another important drugs, that is antiseptic. The word septic is derived from the word septicus, which means rot or putrefy. So we can write the word septic is derived from the Greek word septicus, which means putrefy or rot. Septicus means putrefy or rot. What is it? Antiseptic. Antiseptic are the chemical substances which are used to kill the microorganism or stop the growth of the microorganism. But remember, it is not harmful to the living human tissue or prevent the growth of microorganism, but not harmful to the living human tissues are called antiseptic. The examples of antiseptic are Dettol, Savlon, Acreflavin, Gennadian Violet, Mercurochrome, boric acid, tincture of iodine, chloramine T, iodoform, potassium permanganate, sopramycin, bithionol, salol, etc. are the example of antiseptic. Antiseptics are not harmful to the living human tissue, and it is safely applied to the wounds, cuts, ulcers, etc. So we can write it is not harmful to the living human tissues and safely applied on wounds, cuts, ulcers, diseased skin surface. The antiseptic are also used to remove the bad odor resulting from the bacterial decomposition on the body or in the mouth. So these type of drops are generally used in deodorant, breath purifier, face powder. Therefore, the antiseptic are also used within deodorant, face powders and breath purifier. purifiers, etc. Let me discuss some important antiseptic and its uses. Iodoform is an antiseptic and it is used for the treatment of wound. So we can write for wound. Salol is used for the treatment of throat, alimentary infection. 2.5% mercurochrome is used for the treatment of skin, mucous surface and wound. This is all about your antiseptic. Next I will discuss about another important drug, that is your disinfectant. This is also one important drug. It is used to kill the microorganism or stop the growth of microorganism. But remember, it is harmful to the living human tissue. So we can write the chemicals which are used to kill the microorganism or stop the growth of microorganism, but harmful to the living human tissues are called disinfectants. The disinfectants are generally used for the sterilization of inanimate objects. So we can write the disinfectants are used for the sterilization of inanimate objects like instruments, utensils, drains, floors, sanitary fitting, etc. The disinfectants are harmful to the human body, so it cannot be applied on the skin. So we can write the disinfectants are harmful to living tissues. So the disinfectants are not used on the skin. Some examples of disinfectant are phenol, hydrogen peroxide, next is your chlorine, sulfur dioxide, bleaching powder, etc. These are the examples of disinfectant. Some substance can act both disinfectant and antiseptic. That depends upon the concentration of the substance. So we can write some substance can act both disinfectant and antiseptic, which depends which depends upon concentration. Depends upon concentration. For example, phenol. Phenol play both disinfectant and antiseptic. 1% of phenol act as a disinfectant while 0.2% of phenol act as a antiseptic. So we can write 1% phenol act as a disinfectant but 0.2% phenol act as a antiseptic. Look at that. Here the percentage of phenol is more. That means it acts as a disinfectant. If I will reduce the percentage to 0.2, then it acts as a antiseptic. Only difference is your harmful to the human living tissue. If it is harmful to the human living tissue, then it is considered as the disinfectant. If not harmful to the human living tissue, that is considered as the antiseptic. That is the difference between disinfectant and antiseptic. This is all about your disinfectant. Next I will discuss about antacid. The antacids are the chemical substance which reduce and neutralize the acidity and raise the pH up to an appropriate level in the stomach is called antacid. So we can write the compounds which reduce or neutralize the acidity and raise the pH up to an appropriate level in the stomach is called antacids. There are many examples of antacids. Generally we think about the base. Now I will think about the examples of antacids. Baking soda plays an important role of antacids. Magnesium oxide, magnesium hydroxide, magnesium carbonate, magnesium trisilicate, calcium carbonate, aluminium hydroxide, aluminium aminoacetate, These are the examples of antacid. Next I will discuss about the antihistamine. These are the anti-allergic drugs which are used for the treatment of allergy. So we can write the antihistamine are the anti-allergy drugs which is used for the treatment of allergy like skin rashes, inflammation of tissues, asthma, itching of hives due to release of histamine in the body. These antihistamines are used for treatment of number one is hay fever, number two is sneezing, itching of your eye, nose, like this: post operative vomiting, etc. There are many examples of antihistamine. The examples are, these are the example of antihistamine. Next I will discuss about the tranquilizer. Tranquilizer is a neurological active drugs. So we can write these are the neurological active drugs which reduce the stress and fatigue. Which reduce the stress and the fatigue. The tranquilizers are classified into three types. The tranquilizer are classified into three types. Such are number one is your sedative. Number one is your sedative. Number two is your antidepressant. Number three is your hypnotic. These are the three types of tranquilizer. One is your sedative tranquilizer, second is your antidepressant, third is your hypnotic tranquilizer. At first, I will discuss about the sedative tranquilizer. Sedative tranquilizer are used for violent patient, that is your mentally upset patient. Some examples of sedative tranquilizer are Clampos, Equinil, etc. The sedative tranquilizer. Next I will discuss about the antidepressant tranquilizer. The antidepressant tranquilizer are called mood elevator, and these type of tranquilizer are applicable to the patient which loses self confidence and depressed. Some example of antidepressant tranquilizer are amphetamine, methamphetamine. These are the examples of antidepressant tranquilizer. Next I will discuss about the hypnotic tranquilizer. These tranquilizer are habit forming drugs. Some examples of hypnotic tranquilizer are luminal, seconal, which produces sleep. These are all about your tranquilizer. Next I will discuss about the antimicrobial. Antimicrobials are the drugs which destroy and prevent the development or inhibit the growth of the microorganisms like bacteria, virus, fungi and other parasites. So we can write, it is defined as the drugs which used to destroy or pathogen action of microorganism like virus, fungi, bacteria and other parasites. Examples of antimicrobials are some antibiotics are also considered as antimicrobial, and the antibiotics are penicillin, tetracycline, ofloxacin. These antibiotics are also considered as the antimicrobial. Next is your some sulfadox. Some sulfadox are also considered as the antimicrobial. Sulfanilamide, sulfapyridine. The antimicrobial disease can be controlled by the antimicrobial diseases can be controlled by number one is by using the drugs which kill the microorganism in our body. First point is by using the drugs which kill the microorganism in our body. Second is by inhibiting the growth of microorganism by using bacteriostatic drugs. Next is by improving the immunity power. By improving the immunity power. By the following ways we can control the antimicrobial diseases. Next I will discuss about the anti-fertility drugs. It is one type of a drugs which is used to stop the pregnancy in women. So we can write it is defined as the chemical substance which is used to check the pregnancy in women having control over the female menstrual cycle and ovulation. The example of anti-fertility drugs are. These are the examples of anti-fertility drugs. This is all about your chemical in medicine.